happened?
This was not for you, Javi.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla is one of the strongest games of Assassin's Creed games. It simulates dark ages of Old England, Saxons, pagans, the Word of Christ, and the old mythologies of the Norman, including a massive details of the nature and the landscapes of the ages. Also, it includes the style of clothing and the details of this exact era. Simply to say, it's just a game to play with no limits. There are a lot of things to do in this game, including exploring, unlocking, and discovering things. The story is composed from the famous series The Vikings, and especially the famous king Ragnar Lothbrok and his sons. As the story starts with Ivar, the son of Ragnar Lothbrok, as a child in a fight. With his family being defeated by the enemies of his father, he runs away with his father's friend, King Sigurd.
No, Aaron! Pick up your axe!
And as he runs, he suddenly swept away weirdly. And all that was part of his being an assassin. The assassins are a group of people who is created as a brotherhood. They were created by Altair, which is the member or the head of the assassins. They have some principles, including the freedom of decision, no killing for innocent people. As an assassin, you will hide in the dark or among people, and you will never be shown. And if you are caught by anyone, you would tell nothing of the assassin's plans. The core principle of the assassin is that we are the one who clear the honest truth. People see the false truth. We make the honest truth, and we are the ones who discover the world and take its responsibility. After some time, Eivor grows up and he returns to revenge his father's death and find new lands and home. And here the game starts by you playing as Eivor, the grown son of Ragnar Lothbrok, in an open world with infinite possibilities.
Smell the stink of a dozen kingdoms in your beard.
Just the start.
Even in dialogues during the game, you are always free to choose how you would love to respond.
We have threats stretched between 100 points.
The game starts by one main task instead of opening a bunch of tasks at the same time and getting confused. You can see the task on the tree map, as the big one is the main task and the secondary ones are the small ones. And you can always determine the difficulty of the game or of the level you want to be in. Wherever you go, you have new treasures and mystery to discover and new people to meet. Therefore, the game is about building and unlocking new abilities, and that's why finding the way to discoveries and unlocking them. During Eivor's journey, he will get to know Hytham and Basim from Syria, as the way with many characters during the game, and they will be his companion traveling from the Norway to the Old England to the Middle East. The game focuses on occupying lands and looting treasures and gold from the 7 kingdoms of England and almost for any land they reach to. As the years goes by, Ava was named the king for his people, and a prophecy just came his way to warn him.
Repeat the last passage.
Brothers will fight one another and kill one another.
The home of the gods turns red with gore. It will be an age of storms.
An age of wolves.
Not this. Further along. The foretelling of a wolf. A great beast.
The wolf Fenrir howls terribly before the gates to hell.
The beast will break its bonds and run.
And my part? What about me?
Then comes the second great sorrow.
When the Havi goes to fight the wolf.
And falls to Fenrir.
And falls to Fenrir. It's there, you see. You have foretold my death. Your Havi will die.
We speak what we see.
We know your fate, your destiny.
Have you gleaned enough, O wise one?
And so he orders for each wolf in his kingdom to be killed, except for one wolf that was hidden by Loki. And so Eivor decides to kill the wolf, and it turns out that this wolf is the son of Loki.
Side, and I won't have to. This is my blood!
What?
He is my son!
And the time comes for Eivor to fight the wolf. So he had to enter to Odin's memory. As Eivor is the host of the awareness of the god Odin, because in this era of time, people believe that some people are chosen to hold the awareness of some god.
Odin? What do you want of me?
There he sees the end of the world and how it happened, and he had to sacrifice his eye to stop it. During the game, you can enter a truly new world and spend hours away from the main game. In Odin's memory, you can also meet the other gods and goddess, according to the paganism religion, like Odin, Freya, Gore, and Thor, traveling using the Tree of Life.
Æsir, Vanir, your doom will come. The earth will shake, the sun will die. Jötnar will stalk your streets as fire rains upon your heads. And the great wolf Fenrir will feast upon your blood. But you have found a way to live beyond this terror.
Let it flow.
To cheat your death.
From the life tree we go, to the life tree we shall one day return.
Mind and spirit will surge to a time far beyond your own.
When Eivor meets Odin inside of himself, and he wishes to kill him. Because when someone is a host of one god, he is guided by him and he is not free to choose his own doings.
You'll need me. I have given you everything you wanted, everything you needed. You gave me nothing. It was all me. Yet I cleared your path. I guided your axe. You were a fly buzzing in my ear.
Then Eivor was asked to choose between being normal human or stay guided by this god Odin. And he chose to let go of Odin.
Leave me now. You are nothing. With me, wisdom, glory, power. What more do you need? Everything else. No!
so he becomes a free human with his own will. The fight is a mixture of Assassin's Creed Origins and Odyssey at the same time. Each weapon may give a different playstyle, and you may mix weapons or invent new ones. But at the same time, there are not a lot of weapons, so it is not confusing to choose between as you fight. And you can add some precious stones to give you special powers. The movement of the fight is so fast. After the fight, you usually return back to your home and the settlement you made in England, and that truly feels like going back home. The simulation of the game is very realistic, especially in all parts of the nature of England, Asgard to the Norway, in addition to a deep distance and a great simulation of all the included details. With the dynamic 4K, and you can always upgrade the quality of the game anytime. The tree map is so annoying as you focus on doing a single task instead of discovering and exploring new abilities. It causes a slow development. And also, the story of the assassin doesn't exist much in this game. The animation of Eivor is too fast and not clear, and it's not flexible as he fights. What I really like about Assassin's Creed Valhalla is exactly the massive including of the details of nature and the people of those eras, including the nature of Asgard in England and the Norway, with the snow, with the nature, with the greens, is something so great, because that requires a lot of effort to do so, and a lot of imagination to imagine the people who lived these eras. And I like the scoop upon the myth and beliefs and the mysteries of these people. Bringing such things into life is a real magic. In my opinion, Assassin's Creed Valhalla is the most streamed game to play ever.